Well, back here in the Queen City on the Ohio River, it's the Belle of Cincinnati. And at Cintas Center, it's Gonzaga leading Xavier by 3. We talk about Gonzaga in the West Coast Conference. BYU, LaFonso Ellis has been added. That'll change things up.
A big dog has just come to the party in BYU, and we know what they brought to the basketball floor. They bring Hartsock back this year to give them some size and some skill on the inside. But can you imagine all of the WCC teams who are used to playing in front of 3, maybe 4,000, all of a sudden going into a 22,000 seat arena? Not to mention there's about 4,500 feet in altitude, a certain advantage that BYU can take advantage of.
Pete Davis with the rebound, pushes the other way, and Martin off the mark.
I tell you, they got a rude welcoming last night. BYU. St. Mary's, boy, they were really, really good. Ran them off their home floor.
Angles, dribbles around, freeze. And Hart finds Sacre, faces up. And now the jump hook. That wouldn't go. Hart, there he is. Chris Mack was warning his team about how aggressive Hart is on the boards. Push up ahead, and it's to Holloway. And he'll back it out. Holloway, only 6 points in the game.
A lot of that has been Gary Bell Jr. He's not giving him any space to breathe. And the shot that he did make a few possessions ago was a challenge shot over 2 people. One of the keys to this game for Xavier was to be able to defend Robert Sacre, to keep him from getting deep post touches. Watch when he catches the basketball here, how much attention he gets. A little dig down by Davis prevents him from being able to make that quick move. He wants to bump you with that left shoulder to stabilize you and freeze you to get it over the top. So far in this game, Xavier's done a terrific job of having people around him and keeping him uncomfortable in the box.
Sacre will grab a C. 3 points, 5 rebounds for the 5th-year senior from Vancouver, Canada. This is 5th-year senior Andre Walker. Battled through injury during his time at Vanderbilt. He's a grad student now. Holloway picks the pocket of Stockton and banks it home. And Xavier takes the lead.
John, that experience factor. Now all of a sudden, too, Holloway takes a dig at the basketball as well. So we were curious if the lack of experience of Gonzaga's backcourt would become an issue because of the veteran leadership and the tenaciousness of the backcourt of Xavier.
Dower with the jumper answers. Holloway lost the handle momentarily. Justin Martin was the guy that started for Wells while he was out. And they get a foul on the floor. That'll be Sam Dower.
We were curious about what it would look like between these 2 backcourts going at it. One young, the other one a veteran backcourt. 2 Holloway feels he can pick David Stockton's pocket. And so it's going to be interesting to see how aggressive he and Mark Lyons are against the backcourt of Gonzaga.
Stockton tracks down the Lyons miss. Dower the fadeaway. Oh, soft touch. Sam Dower, he's a tough matchup. He's a little quicker than Sacre is.
Well, the beauty of it, too, John, is he was able to fake to the middle and fade away from the double team that was coming. Good read there by Sam Dower.
Holloway. Dower the board. Holloway a steal. And 1, 2 Holloway. What a play. Defense to offense, absorbs the contact, and a chance at a 3-point play.
Now all of a sudden there's a little blood in the water. Holloway thinks that he can take the basketball from David Stockton. David's going to have to be tougher with that basketball and know that Two's going to try to steal it. We said going to break that Holloway he was a little quiet in the first half, John, but now all of a sudden he's come to join the party. Aggressive defensively is Holloway.
Third-team All-America last year. Only 4 first-half points. But now 7 in the second half, and he's got 11.
John, I think at times he takes too long. He's trying to let the offense develop, and I think it takes too long to enter the game, but he's here now at a time where his team really needs him to score the rock.
Dower, another jumper. Sam Dower having a night. Freeze loses the ball, and eventually Marquise Carter tracks it down. Oh, what a block by Justin Martin. Lions weaving through traffic, and he'll shoot 2.
How about this Xavier team? We talked about for them to reestablish themselves, they have to get their toughness back, their swagger. In transition, what looked to be an easy layup, Justin Martin comes out of nowhere, not giving up on the play. And that's the kind of toughness that Coach Mack is looking for from this team.
Third foul on Dower. Mike Hart also with 3. Meanwhile, Travis Taylor with 3 for Xavier.
I was curious why they gave Mark Lyons the nickname Cheeks. They told me that he had some really big chunky cheeks when he was a kid, so they gave him the name Cheeks, but I noticed that it was spelled with a Z instead of an S. He said the S was pretty feminine, so he wanted it to be a Z. I like that, Fonz with a Z.
And Dower throws it away as DeLandre Eddy went the opposite direction. 1-point game here in Cincinnati. Back at Cintas Center, it's Gonzaga by a point. Holloway pretty quiet in the first half, but he's gotten going since the break.
Well, he told me today that at times he's just not being aggressive, but he needs to really impose his will on this game. He's done it on the defensive end to get him going. He's made some really tough shots, and the genius of Holloway is he understands the game, and he can make tough shots when 2 and 3 people are hanging on him. He's really impacted this game in the second half.
Well, he leads them in scoring and in assists. And as well, he plays about 37 minutes a game.
I mean, the endurance. I was looking at him today. He was standing talking to me, and he's in outstanding shape. Spends a lot of time on the floor. In fact, Chris Mack said that sometimes when he's up working in his office, he just keeps his head down when he hears the basketball bouncing early in the morning because he knows it's Holloway.
Freeze with the miss.
Sam Dower's had a pretty good second half, too. Kenny Freeze is going to have to get up close to him and challenge him to make him put the basketball on the floor. Too good of a jump shooter, Sam Dower.
We get the foul on Justin Martin. He's got 2. Carter can't hit in close. Offensive rebound. He needs some help and finds it, Elias Harris.
Kenny Freeze doesn't get enough credit for how he alters shots inside.
And Carter is fouled there as Martin gets him. And Martin now with 3. Inside, just too close to the rim, and lays it in.
Well, back screen got caught up on that screen, Andre Walker, which created that lane. That's how he got so wide open.
Freeze got good position.
So much better when he can catch that basketball with a foot in the lane and just make a move. Kenny Freese has been outstanding tonight.
Holloway almost took it from Carter. Carter, a senior, former junior college transfer. Dower the pull-up. And an air ball. Davis.
I'd like to see D. Davis, though he's wide open on that shot, put that basketball on the floor, get in the gaps, try to draw, makes the extra pass or the score from 15.
Freese fouls Dower. And the lefty will go to the line and shoot 2.
Sam Dower, that's a little too deep for Kenny Freese. Kenny doing a pretty good job of walling. I thought they're saying he roofed him. I thought he had his hand straight up in the air. I thought that was pretty good defensive play.
Dower's had himself quite a game. Now 13 points for the sophomore from Minnesota. Look at that. The bench has actually done more scoring tonight for the Zags.
They've been terrific. They had 18 of the total 35 points in the first half.
Good activity by Elias Harris. And a new possession for Gonzaga. And Dower was mad at himself. He had an opening, didn't take it. Lefty spins, uses the window, and it's good. 15 for Sam Dower.
That's a tough shot. That's 4 feet off the post area. Terrific footwork by Sam Dower.
Well, coming off 15 points, 5 boards against Portland. Freese couldn't hit. And Pangos back in the game, pushing it the other way. Dower gets another. Perfect on the season from 3. Sam Dower, 2 for 2 tonight, 4 for 4 in the season. He's got 18.
That's a tough matchup for Kenny Freese because you're taught as a big to run back to the painted area. Sam Dower is just coming down in the secondary break and lining that 3-point shot up from the top. Nice.
And Wells answers with a triple.
Sam Dower's been outstanding. He's been able to knock down some open shots. That's the versatility of this big. They're looking to try to find him in transition. He's knocking down 3-point shots, still perfect from 3. Sam Dower is going to work.
All right, Ryan, thanks very much. New Year's Eve here in Cincinnati. Happy New Year, everybody. Gonzaga by 4 on the road. 9:09 to go in this one. Sam Dower, LaFonso Ellis has been great off the bench. Holloway has come to life in the second half.
Sam Dower's shown us a little bit of everything. Footwork down on the box, ability to shoot it from 3, mid-range game. Is there anything that he can't do? It's the Sam Dower show, John Shambi.
Yeah, for sure tonight. That's been the case. 18 points and 8 rebounds. Angles kicks to Carter, who gets into the lane. And Holloway tracks it down.
So ill-advised pass to Holloway. Usually doesn't make a lot of errors, but he didn't see Marquise Carter there underneath.
Carter, actually the newcomer of the year last year. Easy look, Sacre, the two-handed stuff.
He may be the best guy in the country at making himself big in the post.
Wells, oh, athletic move. Desmond Wells.
You know, every good team has one of those erratic guys who you just don't know what he's going to do. For this Xavier team, it's Desmond Wells. Explosive athlete.
Harris will try a 3 and buries it. Elias Harris can do damage inside, and he'll also step out and knock that down. A dozen for Harris. Wells not able to answer. Rebound Sacre.
And that's really not Xavier's game. They're not a bad three-point shooting team at 36% from the field, but where they want to get you is ball screening, getting it in to Kenny Freeze and letting their guards attack.